Boom, we're live. This is Tio and Arcane Bear. Today we are going to dive into a quick bit of news as the Sqaure app has now been allowed to trade digital assets or cryptocurrencies in New York, again opening up their platform a little further. So let's dive right in. So for those of you that don't know, Sqaure is a payment gateway app. They also have the little Sqaure thing you can plug into the bottom of your phone to do merchant transactions. They are extremely helpful for those people who are on the road doing business, but they basically got the green light from regulators today, allowing New Yorkers to actually trade cryptocurrency on this rapidly growing cash app. Although Sqaure had actually launched the crypto trading through its payment app in early January, the feature had been unavailable to New York up until now. So this is basically the missing piece, quotes Nomura Instinet, which is the analyst at Dan Dolev. They said their approval in most states, but New York was by far the biggest one where you couldn't actually trade Bitcoin. So the New York State Department of the Financial Services then granted Sqaure a virtual currency license, which gives the company access to an expanding and well-regulated virtual currency market, says Superintendent Maria T. Vula in a statement. And that's actually really nice to hear, to know that the New York State Department and their financial services actually feel that the well-regulated virtual currency market is actually taking place is kind of a thumbs up for everyone. Knowing that these nascent and extremely powerful technologies in the space are actually being accepted by regulators and lawmakers. It's a move in the right direction. So Sqaure, which is actually run by Twitter's CEO Jack Dorsey, also holds a money transmitter license from that department. The app basically launched in 2015 and has been growing at a faster rate than PayPal. According to Norma Institute, since early 2016, downloads on Sqaure Cash app and have averaged around 128% year-over-year growth, and each month versus Vimo's 74%, according to the Nomura Institute. The department approval could boost an already rapidly growing download app and expanding what users can do with both the Cash app as well. This is an announcement that gives people just another excuse to download the app, he said, adding that it might not move the bottom line right away, but it definitely helps from a marketing perspective. Shares from the company on the stock market on the NYSE hit a record around $65, up around more than 2% on the single day, kind of laughable in the digital asset world. But this fintech company has had over 7 million active customers on its money transfer app in December alone. Sqaure said that its recent quarterly letter to shareholders, many of those customers have been using the Cash app more like a bank account than the company intended. Well, this was not the goal, Dorsey said, but Sqaure plans to lean into the trend and has already signaled plans to break into the banking space. Sqaure filled out an FDIC license to also acquire an industrial loan company in Utah. American bankers reported in September the license would also allow it to perform under the same service as a bank, including issuing loans without having any to rely on the bank to originate them, without having to get licenses in each individual state, again making it a lot easier for them to dive into the banking sector. Sqaure is the 9th firm approved cryptocurrency trading in New York. So the Department of Financial Services has also granted licenses to companies like Coinbase, Circle, and has also charters in Gemini Trust and Paxos, formerly known as BitTrust. The so-called Bit license has notoriously been difficult to get, and New York is considered one of the strictest states when it comes to regulating cryptocurrency firms. This is big news for the ecosystem at large, because it means there's a massive amount of new people who are going to start to see those logos show up in this Cash app. Again, with 7 million active users on a monthly basis, that's that many more eyes on Bitcoin. That really drives understanding into this ecosystem and as well as use case. Again, anyone who kind of steps their foot in there, plays around a little bit, or even just dips a toe, you can see quite quickly that these digital currencies are significantly more effective than the old standard banking system. So that's super cool. I figure, again, if you guys enjoy this content, remember to give us those thumbs up. What's your thoughts on Sqaure being given this license alongside some of the other companies? Is it a good thing for crypto or a bad thing? Also, if you're new to the Bear family and you don't know what's going on, there's videos from music to travel to lifestyle to the digital asset space, things like sacred plant medicines, interviews, and podcasts. I try to do reviews. go all over the map when it comes to creating content, and that way I'm not bored. But one of the things I am very focused on in the news space is blockchain and the other digital assets that evolve around it. I believe building a business for the future is the only way to stay sustainable. Again, thinking about what's about to come and riding those waves as they arrive. This is Tio with the Arcane Bear. We'll see you guys on the other side. Boom.